Hey guys, Room Picker here today with another lockpicking video, and today we're going to be looking at my first challenge lock. I made my challenge lock out of a master number 5. I've got a tag on here. It says L'Ombre, which is the shadow in French, just because I thought it sounded cool. It has my username, and it says open at your own risk, just because I thought it was kind of cheeky. Got the key here all wrapped up. I had to make extensive modifications to this plate to get it open. This lock is usually core retaining, which means you can't modify it. So I had to grind down these posts with an angle grinder, and I blow torched it to try to give it like a smoky finish. And I engraved my initials TR for telling this rune, and I tapped and died and drilled these holes here with these retaining Phillips machine screws here. I did a lot of modifications to the core itself. I'll show you that when we get it open, and I made some modifications to the pins. I have not picked this yet, so I don't know how easy or hard this is going to be. Hopefully it'll give us a little bit of a challenge. It isn't going to open immediately. Okay, we got a false set right there. And we got it open. Well, hopefully, because of my knowledge of what the pins are, it'll give whoever I send this to a little bit more of a challenge. Let's take a look at this key now that we got this open. It's a good shot of the key. You can see that it's not too terrible. We got some highs and we got like one low. When I looked at these locks at the store, I tried to find the best one with variations, and Master Lock doesn't typically have good variations on their locks. So let's go ahead and take these screws out. Okay. So here's the inside. So you see the spring and then the shackle. We got little, I don't know what you call this, just like a decorative cover. Here's the faceplate. Got our screws here. So, like I said, this is normally a retaining core. That means not meant to be modified. So what I had to do was, when I first got this lock, I had to take a chisel and chisel down the collar here, because it was a crimp on. And so once I chiseled it down, I could take the core out, and then from there I went and sanded it down flat. The other side, I don't know if you can see that very well, but this side over here used to look like this, where I had this little collar here, and I've installed a C-clip on here. So let's go remove the C-clip and get this open. We'll grab our key, turn this 95, actually probably there, it's about 30 degrees. And then taking our follower, let's push these out. Maybe we'll push these out if this will cooperate. There we go. Okay, and let's drop these pins. That's number 3. No, that's the 5 slot. Number 3. Number 1. Number 2. Number 4. Set the key aside. Let's go organize these. This goes this way. This goes, oops. There. Okay, those are organized. And let's take these driver pins out. Oops. Okay. Okay. Let's organize this and we'll get a close-up of what we're looking at. Let's just turn this way. Okay. This is as good as we're going to get. So here's what we're looking at right here. So for the key pin on 1, we got a serrated. Now these all used to be standard. When I got this lock, these are all standard. Number 2 key pin, I've made a thin standard, and the hope is that if you don't control your pushing with the pick, it'll push this easily above the shear line because it'll push it before it rotates. And then we got another thin standard on 3, and we got a serrated on 4. For the driver pins, we got a standard on 1. I tried to make a mushroom on 2, and we got a spool on 3 and a spool on 4. And then looking at this core, what I tried to do was I tried to do counter milling. So I tried to bevel these holes to make it a little bit more difficult for when they're trying to pick this lock. And then if we look at this one, like I said, we can look and see I've sanded it down here so it's flat versus the collar here that was crimped on the other side over here. But with that being said, that's all I got for today. I'm going to be sending this to Isbriat Man. Hopefully he has some fun with this and lets me know. Hope you guys all have a good day. Stay safe and stay healthy.